factor 54 x squared y cubed. You factor 3 down. 6 and 9 works. 6 is 2, 3. 9 is 3, 3. These do not count because they have branches. So that's 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. You have 2 x's from the x squared, 3 y's from the y cubed. That's completely factored. All right, what'd you use to factor 162?
81 and 2.
So you did 2 and 81. 81 is what?
99.
9 and 9.
3 and 3.
3, 3,
3 and 3.
What doesn't count in here?
The 9 and the...
The 9s and the 81, right?
Yep.
So this is 2. How many 3s?
4.
How many x's?
3.
How many y's?
1.
1. Good. What'd you get for 28?
4 and 7.
7 times 4.
4 and 7.
Okay.
And then 4 is 2. That's what I did. I did 7 and 4.
Why?
Yes, you have to
Why?
be down to prime numbers.
And then
I use 2 and 14.
Oh.
4 and 7 works. Just not the way I do it.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
So what's wrong with 4 and 7?
Nothing is wrong with 4 and 7.
Really? Because you gave me a pretty dirty look when I said
Yeah, you
that.
did give him a pretty dirty look.
Sorry. Are
Are
we good?
Yes.
Okay, so that's factoring. Now,
Wait, Miss Carter, what did you get the first answer? Like for the first one, I got 3, 3, 3, and 6.
6 isn't prime.
Oh.
6 is 2 times 3. See it?
Yeah.
Good. You will always get the same answer? Okay, now we're going to go from that to the greatest common factor. So the greatest common factor is you factor both of them, and then you look at what they both have in common. What they both have in common is what you write down. So what's 30?
10 and 3.
Then what?
5 and 2.
Okay, so I'm going to write them in order just because it's easier. So that's a 2 times a 3 times a 5. How many x's do I have?
2.
And how many y's?
1.
1. Okay, what's 56?
28 and 2.
28 and 2. There's 7 and 8, 9 and... No, not 9.
Were you happy that time,
Okay,
Mrs. Carter? I
so
thought with you.
2 and 20. This is how I always do it. I always start with the prime numbers on the side and work down. It's just a force of habit.
So that
So I do 2 and 28. And then since that's even, I do 2 and 14. Since that's even, I take out another 2 and 7. See how it's always pretty?
No.
How is the bigger numbers on the left?
I like pretty. Okay, so there's 3 2s, 7. How many x's?
1.
How many y's?
2.
Okay, now, the greatest common factor is what they have in common.
There's nothing
Now, see where that says 30x squared here? Like this guy was supposed to be written here, and the 56 was supposed to be written over here. It doesn't matter. Okay,
2xy.
so the greatest common factor of these guys is, do I have a 2 in common?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so there's 1, 2, and 1, 2.
2xy.
Do I have a 3?
No.
A 5?
No.
No. So I only have one number, so I only get to write down the
2.
2. What if they had had a 3 in common?
Then you write the 3.
Yeah, and what is 2 times 3?
6.
6. I would have actually done that multiplication.
Okay.
Okay, do I have an x in common?
Yes.
I have an x. Do I have another x?
No.
No. Do I have a y?
Yes.
Why
So?
would you?
Yep.
Why would you write 6?
If
Like 2 times 6.
if there was, okay, you're pretending with me?
No.
Sure.
Okay, we're going to pretend that there was a 3 here.
All right.
So if there was a 3 here, I would have circled this 3 and this 3, right? So I would have had a 2 here times a 3. When you have numbers, you're supposed to multiply them. The greatest common factor.
What happens if you have 2 3s?
Then it would have been 3 times 3, you would have had a 9.
Okay.
Yep.
If you have 2 x's, would you just square it?
Yes. Did you hear Eric's question?
Yeah.
He said, what if there had been another x over here? Well, then I would have x times x, which is x squared. Perfect. You got it. Are we there?
Thanks, Mrs. Carter.
Yeah. Okay.
What about 56? Did you do anything to that one? Or did you
Do anything to what?
Hey, we gotta practice.
This is a GFC.
Yep.
Let's get it.
No, the GCF is what they have in common together.
Yeah, but there's.
Who's starting? Do you want me to
See,
use
this
9
is
and
30
2?
x squared, I should have written this down here. I'm
Or
supposed
2
to
and
write
9.
this over
These
here.
are-
I just don't. Because I don't think it looks right. I should have put it in. Okay, you got your partner practice and your practice.
Sometimes
Go.
Let's see it. Let's see if she did it Mrs. Carter's way. She did. Wait, what?
Okay, so 21.
She
Everybody got that?
She doesn't like it when
Okay.
you do it that way.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it. Really? You yelled at me.
Yeah, you yelled at me.
Yes, you did. You gave
I
me
just
the
said,
mother look and everything.
You
Yeah, you
yelled
gave me
at
the
me,
mother
and
look
made
and
me
everything.
feel
There's a
bad.
mother look. I have a mother
Good.
look.
Yeah, you
Hey.
obviously
I got it.
after school.
The reason I put this one in here is sometimes you have to realize your original number is going to be prime. So like 11, can you factor that?
Nope.
No, that's done. But it still has two X's and a Y. So you have 21. So 3, 7, X, and Y, the things they have in common were 1 X and
1 Y.
1 Y.
So you just write down the circle variables?
Yep, you write down what circle. Okay, now we're going to put this in terms of real world.
We are not doing no different.
I'm done.
She hates that.
Okay, we have Valentine's Day coming up, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Day after my birthday.
Hey, did you make
20
this?
roses,
Predicted
quiet, and 30 tulips. And you're a florist and have to create bouquets. You want to create identical bouquets because that's easier to sell. Pay attention.
They're eating.
And they have to have, so if they're identical bouquets, that means they have to have the same number of roses and tulips. Well, to do that, you have to figure out what they have in common. So 20 and 30. 20 is what? 20 what?
210.
Roses. 30 tulips. Okay, so 2 and 10? 2 and 5.
What is that?
30? 3 and 10? 2 and 5. Okay, what do they have in common? A 2 and a
5.
5.
So 2 squared times 5 squared.
So yeah, I could have written this 2 squared times 5, but let me show you what happens when you guys do that.
Why didn't you
And
write
2 times 3
that?
times 5. It's hard to realize that you're using one of these 2's instead of both of them, so sometimes kids get messed up, so be careful. So 2 times 5 is I can make 10 identical bouquets. Good? Because that's what they have in common. If I get 10 bouquets, how many roses are going to be in each one? 2. How'd you figure it out?
Because of the thingy that we did.
Because 20 divided by 10 is 2. But look at here. If I cross off what they had in common, what was left? 2. Interesting.
Wait, so then how many tulips are there?
How many tulips?
5.
Nuh-uh. I cross off the 2 and the 5, I have 3 tulips. So each one of my bouquets will have 2 roses and 3 tulips.
That whole thing.
Oh, I did myself.
That's a cheap boyfriend.
That's very cheap, boyfriend. That's all right. Okay, you have a story problem. That has to do
You're
with rectangles.
hilarious. No, don't, no
And
charts don't
You're
apply
quiet,
to
they do,
Nope.
but you can draw a picture instead. So what this is you have 2
this.
rectangles,
That's the-
actually.
yeah, never mind, that was-
And they have the exact same width, so they stack on top of each other, kind of like shoe boxes or things like this. So I know that one of them has a larger area than the other, but I know that these are the same width. I want to know what that width is. Then I want to know what the length is. What's the area of this guy?
84.
inches squared.
And what's the area of this guy?
70.
All right. Tell me what I need to know.
That's it.
So we got 84 and 70. 70. What did 84 factor into?
242.
2 and 42,
So really, it would be 7.
2 and
72.
21,
Why would you go
3
2
and
42?
7.
That's too much.
What's too much?
That's too much.
You had the same answer no matter how you did it.
So,
Okay, 70?
7,
All right, fine.
10 and
Thank
7.
you.
10 and 7.
2 and 5.
2 and 5.
5 and 2.
All right, what do they have in common?
The 2.
2 and 7.
They have, so remember, 42 doesn't count, 21 doesn't count,
2 and
10
7.
doesn't count. So the 2 counts, what
2 and
else
7.
counts?
2 and 7. 2 times 7, that's it. That's your answer.
That equals 14. What is that of my rectangle?
2 and 7.
That's the width. So this here guy is 14 inches wide.
I'm guessing it's 7.
So this guy's also 14 inches wide. How, what's his,
5 inches.
how do you know?
Because you take 70 divided by 4.
Yeah, what's left over?
5.
7 and 2, what's left over? 5.
We got our humane society.
7 and 2, what's left over?
Holy
2 and 3. So what's this guy? Those are the widths. And the lengths.
I only got
the humane society.
You don't get what?
Like very good.
Say it again, man.
I only had 1, 2.
What?
Dad, what did you do?
1, 2, what, in common?
Oh, yeah.
That's true. It's
No,
2
but
times
I
7.
didn't have 2 and 2.
They're not
You
that
didn't have
big,
to
they're
choose
out there, like,
I didn't.
and stuff.
Hang on, I think that's.